Hi guys! I just had my 30th birthday and I wanted to celebrate with a collection tour. Now my birthday was in late November, but I caught a cold literally the day after, so better late than never. So story for context. I've always collected stuff, but I kind of froze on the more feminine end of it around my teens because I was dealing with a lot of social pressure around infantilization and just some personal gender struggles. But after a lot of self-discovery in college, I'd say nature healed a little and I returned to enjoying what I enjoy freely and uninterrupted by pressure. And from there I discovered Sailor Moon Proplicas, and that's where I started my Maho Arsenal collection. After a while of just that, I got a special deal on what would be my first SH Figure Arts figure. Those posable, highly articulated figures would be the gateway drug that left me vulnerable. Because in October 2023, I would be introduced to Monster High. From there, the floodgates were open. A storm of pony mania has been raining on me since last summer, and the rest is their story. All right, let's jump into it. So this is my desk area, my what I call kind of a double atelier, where I have my digital space and my analog space. And coming in a little closer, we've got my very first My Little Pony since I started collecting them again. I got her in the summer, right alongside the only pixeling I wanted. Got so lucky that day. Yeah, Word? You got something to say? Here I've got kind of an assortment, book themed with pretty cure accents. A little precure pochette that I crocheted. We've got my birthday purchase some Pony Zone. I like to bring a pony to my desk and occasionally put a doll setup down here that has a theme or something going on, just to keep things feeling fresh and alive and interesting. Yeah, you're out of here? And so here I have some shelving back here where I like to kind of decadify this space so they don't lay and crush this storage box. I put some snuggly pillows on top. So going from this corner, we have the glass case. I can't recommend these things enough. If you don't like dusting, or you just want your things to last nice, I can't recommend this thing enough. I love it. Only downside is the reflection. So let's just do away with the extra layer. This shelf is, actually, let's just do a little thing where I hold that ding ding door open. There we go. Pikachu slipper. Multi-use. So here we have the Sailor Moon Shrine. My pride and joy. A couple Polly Pockets in there that I find suit it. I don't really have a designated Polly Pocket only space, so I like to weave them in with other things. And then below that, I currently have this space designated for Monster High, especially anything like these Lagunas that just benefit from not just the protection, you especially, Miss Polypropylene, but when it's bright out and not nighttime, these look really, really pretty in the lighting. And then we just got some space for the labels. You're not a collectible. Get out of there now. He thinks he's that kind of precious, but he's the other kind of precious. Here we have, I don't know, miscellaneous shelf. Miscellaneous shelf number 1. Got the Clo cards. I've got some Nanohas. These were actually my very first figurines of this kind, and like my first foray into like getting back into dolls. They really inspired me to look for articulated dolls in particular, because setting these up was so much fun. I love these figures. A very special man in the middle. My idol, Lloyd Irving. My childhood Neopets. I don't know why I only got blue ones. Some more Precure, LPS, Pokemon, Tamagotchis. This shelf may be miscellaneous, but it brings me a lot of joy, as you could probably tell. Ooh, I think we need a bit more light for this one. Ooh. Wow! There you go. Here's the bottom shelf, miscellaneous number 2. Got some plushes, some Pokemon, Animal Crossing, Tokyo Mew Mew, Groovy Girls. Remember those? I only have the cats left. The Polly Pocket Mansion from my childhood that I treasure all my childhood Pollys, and these are some of my favorites, absolutely. Hams are what's left of the collection. We can get into that in another day, but I hold on to what's left very aggressively. And just some other miscellaneous Gugas and doodads from over the years. And that's the glass case. Let's just get that closed again before another kitty shoves his head in there. Alright, and then moving on from the glass case, let's just go to the top and start from there. I'd like to keep some of my crochet projects and equipment up here just because I have cats and they can't get this high. I think. I hope. So far. And on the side I have the pony house. The big old thing. Big old thing. It's almost a good thing it doesn't have front doors anymore. Because it makes a great display. For me, it's more of a pony hospital, because I put some of the more in need of work ponies inside, especially like in the farther back. I've got some Betty by Eye ponies with like really rusty eyes that need love. And then on the side here, I found out that those troughs make passable holders for sea ponies, so it works, you know. It's not perfect. I'll find something better someday. And then from there, we have these IKEA shelves I put up so that all of these ponies could have a home. When I first started getting ponies, it was a trickle, and then I discovered lots. So now I have lots. Et voila! I'm still working my way through the last few to clean, but everybody who's on the shelf right now has had a bath, has had their hair looked after, and is generally in displayable condition. I still want to like get these girls some new wings. I want to like refresh the hair on buttons a little bit more. There's work to be done yet, but so long as they're in displayable condition, they can sit here, and they don't have to go into the pony hospital. That's essentially what it is now. And then underneath, they inspire me from above at my art table, which is so appreciated.
Hey, you silly man. You're being cute so you can get an early dinner? Are you a hopeful? Hey, Squinky.
Alright, and from the pony zone, we've got this bookshelf.
I don't know, I guess starting here, we've kind of got some more Sailor Moon, a little smidge of it. These guys now. I don't collect these actively anymore, but I was obsessed with these. Every souvenir place I would go to, Science Center, somewhere up north, like, oh, the color, the sensation of the sand that they're stuffed with. I don't collect them actively anymore, but I love these so dearly. Ride or die. And going from nostalgia to new territory, we have our first full display intended Monster High shelf, not just storage or kind of collector, I don't know, layout, just like a scene, a lounge, as it were. Everybody's meeting and hanging out and relaxing and not necessarily dressed in their school clothes. Maybe one of us is. But yeah, I don't know, they're meeting the ghouls after school, having a snack, and playing some arcade games of a kind. It's kind of what I'm going for with this one. I gotta say, I love these glasses on this Claudine. And that's especially good because the Claudine she came with, I want to stare into her makeup endlessly, so she never wears the glasses. Everything worked out. This poncho I restyled her in is like a crocheted granny square, and I shoved her head through it. When winter is over, I'm gonna have to take that off. Pray for me. I'm not looking forward to it. But yeah, so here's my little loungy zone. And on top of the shelf, there's just some miscellaneousness. A little clownfish crochet bag that I made myself that I'm very proud of. And that's it for this side of the room. Going from there, well, here's a working zone. Here's those ponies that I mentioned. They are not ready for display yet, but they're also not too dirty, especially considering this one's flocked. Looking pretty good, but they still need their refresh time. So going from here back to another bookshelf. This space for me is more obviously dedicated to Monster High. Got some shared like video game collection stuff between myself and my partner. And some movie stuff, but aside from that, it's me town. My plushes, my knickknacks, my secondary thrifted dolls from a grab bag. I gotta say, I love what I did with her hair. Very proud of that. Whereas, I don't feel like I deserve to be proud of this one because it's nylon. And I just dunked it once. I love you, nylon. Feels good, acts good. Gotta appreciate that. Okay, now we got a light. Now here is our next dedicated scene shelf. Not that it's dedicated to scene, it's dedicated to a scene. So we've got the coffin bean kind of layout here. Oh, I bet if I turned off all the lights really quick, this guy would really shine. This bright light on him right now. But we're not gonna do that. We're doing a tour right now. So we got some ghouls at the table having a bite. Got Frankie taking a selfie with one of their BFFs. We've got something I literally thrifted yesterday and I'm still flipping out about. Can you believe that? Baby's first G1. And Monster Fest Claudine in the flesh. Remember what I said about that makeup? Remember what I said about those glasses? Yeah, never mind those glasses. So, going from there, another Monster High display! This one's kind of unintentional. I normally do more storage up here. This was actually the layout at my desk, but I transferred it over just because I'm transitioning the setup there, so I needed to clear it off, and I ended up really liking how this looks. I'm gonna have a really hard time taking this down. I'm gonna have to put something else here because it looks great. I love it. But oh well. We'll figure something out. It's all good news, isn't it? So yeah. That covers my office. The whole shebang. And all that's left to go from there is a couple spots in my personal space. A couple spots in my room. That's how. So all I really have to show for that is I've got some friends on my headboard. And this one especially dear to my heart. My friend sent him to me when I got my wisdom teeth out and I was having a real hard time. They sent me some box mashed potatoes, easy make, and this sweetie, and a lot of love. And going from there, in my closet is where I store a lot of my, childhood plushes. Mostly childhood plushes, as a matter of fact. And PJ Sparkles, who I got last month. First of all, please take it in with me. Those factory Carls, how does she still have them? I don't know, but I love it. But yeah, there's old PJ. We got some Webkins. I was obsessed with collecting those. They had them at the pharmacy my mom worked at, so I got them at a discount. And when it came to Webkins, you wanted a discount. Got some Beanie Babies. This little McDonald's moment. I'm pretty sure this was a McDonald's guy. Got this special beanie. It was a wallaby and extra soft. I got when I visited the East Coast. Good a little man. I remember your father's name. I don't know if I remember your name, and I'm sorry, but I do love you. This has got to be the finest Beanie Baby I've ever had. And it's not even really mine. This is my big sister's. Sorry, sis. I take good care of them, though. Surely if she wanted him back, she'd tell me, right? Anybody who got left behind found a home in my arms. We've got this massive... That's a Webkin. That's a Webkin. Look at that thing. It's a real ass penguin. I love him. This guy's cool. And you know why? First of all, they have articulation. Hard to show, but it's there. And second of all, my parents found them all on a hike. So, glad you found your way to somewhere warm, little friend. And then lastly, but far from the least, we have these two. Penelope, the rabbit, and Pinky the bear. These are my childhood stuffies. This guy is too. This adorable clown teddy bear elephant who I adore. But these were like people to me. They get a very, very special place in the collection. A very safe place and a very well remembered place. And I will probably have them forever. They're very precious to me. And that's the final zone. Incredibly nostalgic. This one in particular. And so there you have it. That's the whole collection tour. If you stuck around for the whole video, thanks a lot. And if you saw something that was interesting to you, let's yap about it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks again for sticking around. I hope you had fun. Bye!